Well, welcome to week 8, okay? This means we're halfway through the semester. Can you believe that? Congratulations. This is a new unit, and it's a very interesting unit. Basically, it's the research paper unit, okay? And I know you've written research papers in high school, and I'm hoping that this is going to be a very different experience for you in college. Research papers in college are not book reports. Generally, high school research papers are sort of a compilation of information from different books, that kind of things. This is not a compilation of information. This is an analysis, very similar to what you did with the Faulkner short story, which is why why we did that unit first, and why we even did that unit, because I wanted to introduce you to analysis. Now I'm introducing you to argument. And basically, an argument is an analyzed collection of facts, historical context, examples, that kind of thing. You tend to think of the word argument in sort of a different fashion nowadays. You tend to think of Glenn Beck and Rush Limbaugh and Bill O'Reilly and all their arguments about things. All right, those aren't really supported arguments. Those are just mere opinions. All right, they're out there primarily for entertainment. A supported argument is the only argument that counts. All right, and a supported argument is one that carefully walks you through the historical context of an issue. It doesn't just look at all sides of it. It looks at the actual facts. It looks at the research. It looks at the statistics. As I said, it looks at the history. It looks at other examples. And so you look at all this material, and then you analyze it, and you tell the reader what it means. Okay, it's a very complex process. It's not an arm wrestling argument. It's not off the top of the head. It's not merely your personal opinion. Don't forget, nobody cares about your opinion. Opinions are a dime a dozen. All right, and most opinions aren't very valid anyhow because they're not supported. They're not researched. They're not carefully thought out. They're just part of the conventional wisdom. All right, so this is a very complex unit. It's a long unit. There's quite a bit going on. Monday, November 2nd, your annotated bibliography is due. If you've never done one, this is a very interesting experience. It helps you get organized with your research. Very, very important document, okay? It teaches you a lot, okay? It helps you organize your research. It helps you get your citations correct. It helps you think through your research, find your research, that kind of thing. So an annotated bibliography is a very, very important first step. Second step is you're actually going to outline this research paper. You're going to create a thesis statement that I'm going to take a look at. Okay, that'll be due Monday the 9th. And then you're going to have a peer review of the research paper. You're going to draft. You're going to do a draft, and then you're going to submit it for peer review. That'll be due November 16th. And then you're finally going to submit it to me for review on Monday, November 23rd, right before Thanksgiving. All right, and then you're going to have a chance. You'll hear back from me. A chance you get to revise that. And in the meanwhile, you'll be able to work on your portfolio, which is basically a very thorough revision of your first 2 papers, plus a revision of your research paper, a revision of your PowerPoint, and a very extensive, very long 2 or 3 page writer's memo that basically tells me, what you've accomplished, what you've learned by the revision process. And then finally, you'll have a final exam where you can analyze yourself, your writing, what you've learned in this class, and how effective you thought the class was, okay, in helping you learn certain things. So the next 8 weeks, the final 8 weeks of the class, unfold very carefully. They're all related to the research project or to revisions. And as I said, I'm hoping this will be a different experience for you from high school. It's all about support. It's all about finding the research, finding the stories, finding the anecdotes, finding the historical context, analyzing what all that means, and then presenting your opinion. That's your argument at that point. A supported argument becomes your supported opinion, in which you actually inform the reader of a position you're taking. You show them very thoroughly how you arrived at that position, and you show them why you are correct about that position. And we're going to do this as part of a process. That's why we have the annotated bibliography coming up first. That organizes your research. That's why you have the thesis statement practice, the outline, very important to be very well organized for a research paper. Then you're actually going to draft it, get peer review on it, get input on it. It's very important to have a reader for a research paper. Somebody says, oh, okay, this is interesting, but here's what I'm missing. And then finally, I'll go over it after you've revised it once before you turn it to me. I will not be accepting rough drafts, okay? I think you'll enjoy the process. I know you're going to learn something from it. This, of course, if you thought Unit 2 was difficult, this is a difficult unit because there's a lot of work. Okay, so please dig in. Please do all the readings very carefully. Don't just think because you got an A on a high school paper, you're going to get an A on W131 paper. They're different, okay? And this is excellent preparation for W233 as well as for any class in any curriculum that you can be writing a research paper for. So please bear with me while I grade your literature analysis. All right, it's going to take me a while. I apologize for that, but I'm going to need some time to do those. I want to do them thoroughly. There's no hurry. Okay, I know you want to know what your grade is, all right, but there's no hurry in me getting these back to you. I'd rather do a good job of helping you out than just rush through them, all right? So please bear with me. You're going to have plenty of time before the end of the semester to revise them, so you're going to be in good shape. So as usual, email me. Boy, I had a lot of email this morning, let me tell you. So go ahead and please dig into the readings. Do not fall behind now. You cannot be falling behind. The discussions, by the way, are continue to be critical. They help unfold for you. There are quite a few discussions for this unit. They help unfold for you the kinds of critical thinking that I expect. I want you to talk among each other about your own experiences with research papers, that kind of thing. So please pay a lot of attention to the discussions. Stay on top of them. Don't get behind. So thank you.